Okay, guys, how's it going here now? Yay! My room, you can see my bed in the background. I'm just going live here now, getting ready. How's it going, everybody? If you can hear me and see me, yeah, I'm here, but my dog is also sitting on the subscribe pillow. Boop, boop. So we are live right now, and yeah, this is a different view. You don't normally see my room. Um, this is annoying, and I just want to say, hey, how are you? Where are you all from? I want to know where you're from. Put it into the comments, the chat section here, because it is live and I will read them. So, autism, burnout. Ooh, we got a doozy for you today. And it's really interesting because a lot of people, who are on the autism spectrum, they'll get burnt out. And sometimes they don't even know they're burnt out. And also they they get burnt out and don't know what to do. And they don't even know that like if if burnout is fixable. Not like fixable, right? But is it manageable? To just deal with it. And then it's horrible. It has all these um difficulties that come with it, UK, Washington State. I'm from my mother's womb. Oh, very funny. The confident autistic is also a very funny one. Hello from Poland. Ah, good to see people here from Poland. Good to see you all. Okay, so um, give me just a second here. I'm just going to pull up my notes and I'm going to share. Hopefully, I should be able to share my screen so you guys can see my little presentation I made because I've gone all I don't know, webinar professional for you. I don't know if it's webinar professional, but yeah, it's really good to be on here and do. Where am I now? Hold on, let me see if I've got my notes ready. Let's see if we can see this. Let me try and share it for you guys. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second, guys. All right, I've lost my. Oh yeah. Hi Dan, UK. Right now, I am in Missouri. Cool, Missouri. Norashania. Where on earth is that? Loving it though. Um, Again, guys, super chats are on. If you want to give me a super chat, then please feel free. That'd be super, super dope. All right, let me see if I can share with you. Google Chrome has access to yours. Yes. All right, perfect. Let me go to here and let me see if you guys can see this. Let me know if you guys can see that. Well, hey, just give me a heck yes, Dan, in the old comments there. That'd be super awesome. Okay, so we're going to go through this whenever we can see it. Can you see it? Why are the comments slow? Is it just me? I have no idea. Okay, so why autistic adults burn out and how we fix it? Because at the end of the day, it's no kind of like shock that we are burning out, right? And so I think it's really important that we actually look at, well, how can we fix it? What are the things that we can do to help? So, most autistic, this is me cooking. Yes, that's a Heisenberg uh, chef's apron that my beautiful fiance had got me for Christmas. It was really good. Let's go. I'm also a chemist, by the way, so this is very fitting. But most autistic adults, you're not lazy, right? You're basically overloaded. We spend years blaming, everything on our struggles, and this comes things like, laundry and dishes, showering, eating, doing emails, keeping up with correspondence, phone calls, everything you can think of. It all boils down to the fact that we have crazy executive dysfunction that just kicks us right in the knackers when we don't need any more because we're already struggling, right? And so existing is hard work, right? Imagine all these other things just on top of existing. And it's so difficult. And so we find ourselves getting burnt out and then we think that we're lazy. And some people may also think that we are lazy, which is also a crock of nonsense. So that is the first thing I want to talk about. But today, right? Why this happens? Basically, it's not a motivation problem, right? Motivation isn't the problem, but how do you create systems that actually work for autistic brains? And this is one of the biggest issues. And I want to say this like with the most sincere kind of nice way possible. I think that therapy is good, and people who are therapists are great. However, the problem that nobody sees is that when you have an autistic person who's like burning out or close to burnout, it's because we have so many things to try and figure out, and we're getting overloaded to buggery. And what happens? You go see a therapist, or you see like a coach, right? A life coach. We've all had this. I do coaching, but I don't do it in this traditional way that everybody else does. And they'll be like, "Here, you need to read these 6 books, right?" Or, "Hey, you need to learn this new skill. You need to learn this and learn that." And it's like, guys, think about it. We're burnt out and overloaded. We can't take on any more things. We just need a fix. We just need something to go, hey, um, yeah, you don't need to learn anything, just apply this, right? And so this is where it comes in. And this is why it's so important. And what I do here at the Aspie World and on all my other platforms is that for a reason, right? I want to make sure that like there is no problem with motivation because there isn't. Breathing room, 100%. Thank you, solid BPM. What up there? So why basic tasks feel impossible, right? Does it feel relatable to you? Laundry ruins your whole day, right? Cooking has too many steps, right? Like, think about it. People say, like, all you need to do is just like um cook a, I don't know, just pre-cook your lunch for tomorrow. It's like, yeah, but so many steps in there. People, and this is really interesting. Autistic individuals will find that when we're giving one task, that task has many tasks within it. And it's like, oh my goodness, how do I break this down? Right. It becomes overwhelming. Again, more things to do. Dishes. This, they block everything because like you're like, oh, now I've got dishes to do. And you know, like I can't start something because I don't know which thing to start. I have many different things. Like every task feels urgent and the mess just builds up faster because you're like, oh, I need to do the dishes first. Oh no, I need to do my laundry first. Oh man, I need to eat. Hey, how's it going, Melissa? And so all of these things build up, right? And it becomes like the impossible, almost like the impossible task. And I'd say it kind of is the impossible task because we're trying our best. We're trying to move through life. Everyone's telling us like, do this, do that. Like, hold on a minute, like where is the 2-second breathing gap that I need, or even just the understanding that hey, these things are just so difficult to do. So that being said, bear with me just a second. I'm going to scroll down. I've lost my notes page. Okay, where are we now? North Yorkshire. How's it going? Okay, look, you don't need more motivation. You just need fewer steps. And that's the biggest takeaway here. Think about it. If somebody said to you, do you want to do your laundry? Do you want to get the dishes done? Do you want to clean your house and tidy your things and have everything organized and be able to answer emails and text messages and all stuff and have friends? Yeah, of course. It's not motivation that you lack. It's the steps involved in doing it. And nobody ever talks about this. And so Kevin said, I always thought it was funny when I was a chef that I never cooked for myself. I cooked for like 300 meals a night for other people. I can never cook one for myself. Exactly. Because you're following a protocol as a specific task. You're going to cook this for these, and that's it. That's it. When you're doing it for yourself, it's different. It's like advocating for yourself is a little bit more difficult, right? And we find it that it's difficult, and we find it actually almost not super difficult, but we find it like it's a you don't have that energy, or you don't have that kind of like that burst to get that done for yourself because at the end of the day you're still trying to just like advocate for yourself. You're trying to just live in the moment. You're trying to just get past executive dysfunction, and it's difficult. It is difficult. I've autistic burnout and carer burnout for caring for autistic 18-year-old. Wow, yeah, that's gonna be difficult. I'm in South Ayrshire, by the way. Oh, hello. Hi there. So, let me get on to my presentation because I keep forgetting about it. So, why can you function in public and then collapse at home? Does this feel relatable to you, right? Maybe you work all day and then you're unable to care about yourself when you get home. And we just said this about the cooking example. The your chef here, Kevin, was saying about like they could cook for like 300 people, but then they get home, it's like burnout, right? Social exhaustion. You may go to work, talk at the water cooler, but when you come home, it's just like, no, I have no energy. Forgetting to eat and drink, huge one. Feeling numb, sensory overload, just complete isolation, shutdowns. Like how many times do we have shutdowns where we just can't talk to anyone? It's like, I just need that space, right? And then you need days to recover for just basic life. It's like, I'm so overwhelmed that like I'm gonna need a whole day just to recover from an evening out. Like I know myself, like traveling is crazy, right? I need a day to recover from traveling because it's just like wow, it's so full on. And this is exactly what Kevin was saying. And so where are we now? Yeah, you're not failing at life, right? Your nervous system is overloaded. This is super interesting, and we never stop to think about this. It's not that like, oh, you know, we're we're bad at being humans, you know. It's not that. It's that we are unable to sometimes deal with the overload that our system is inputting because you've got a lot of different things. You've got the type of load, like you've got people are going to give you demands, right? So can you do this for me? Can you do that? I need you to do this. And you get your own executive dysfunction, laundry, dishes, cooking, basic hygiene. All of these things just absolutely kick you in the face. And you know, 46 chef, I am burnt, struggling to be okay. The world is not built for me. Interesting. It may feel like the world isn't built for you. And I'm going to come to that in a bit, but and there's a way around that. And it's so interesting that when we when we stop and look at it, we go, "Oh my goodness, my entire system, my entire beingness, my entire whole like it's just overloaded. I need some space." And you know why it's overloaded? Because nobody ever says, "Hey, just use this, magic powder, or just plug this setting on life and then it works better." No one ever does that. They just say to you, you got to learn to figure it out. You got to learn a new skill. You got to adapt to neurotypical people. It's like, well, I can barely get up in the morning, right? Without feeling like I want to die. Like, do you think learning another skill is something that like we can deal with? No, of course not. We're already overloaded. We need to lower the demands. We need to lower the steps. Just joined UK. How's it going? Suk J. So the real damage is thinking you're broken. 100%. How many times, right? I want to show hands, right? How many times do you feel like you're left behind? You compare yourself to other people who are neurotypical. You start feeling like, oh, I'm lazy or unmotivated, and or I'm behind, so I'm mature or I'm childish, or like and then you start hiding all the struggles because you're like, you don't want to get judged. The fear of judgment. People will misunderstand who you are because they're like, "Oh, well, that's not that's not how I would have done it, or that's not how you would have." Exactly, Kevin. You got it. That's what my mum used to say as I grew up. The education system was failing me. It's true. And why? You know what's really interesting? We have so many gurus and people offering like therapy and courses and coaching, and they all say the same thing like, "Oh, I'll help with this, I'll help with that." But hey, if they really helped, would we still have an issue? You know what I mean? And it was funny. Like I never realized this, and it hit me with like a ton of bricks the other day, and I was like, "Dang, it's not more skills we need; it's just the tools. It's just a tool belt." Imagine like it's like someone saying, "Oh, I've got a plumbing issue. The pipes have burst," and it's like I need to figure out how to fix this, but I need to figure out what tool I need to build to fix it, and then it's learning a different skill. You're learning a separate skill. You're learning how to build tools rather than actually using the tool, right? Because it's not the and I'll explain this in a very simple way. The end goal is the easiest one to get to. It's not how we get there. It's just making sure that we get the goal. Sorry. And it's kind of like this. There's a very good example of this. Like um, when I was doing chemistry in university, and we had this way of doing like organic chemistry and just do all of the things. Nice then. I'm from Florida, USA. Hi, how's it going? But Hot Wheels, bug Hot Wheels. You had to do all this big fancy kind of like thing of how an electron moves around and it goes around this one, it forms a different thing, blah blah blah, just to get an end product. And for me, I was like, well, if I just reduce everything down to the bare bones and just add the thing on to make it the product in like fewer steps, it worked. And so I did it every time. And it was like hacking the system. And then I was like, hey, and it worked. I passed my exams. I'm a chemist. Woo. But the interesting thing was I didn't have to learn, the technical ins and outs of how the organic chemistry functions were moving. I just needed to produce the product. And if I can produce the product in less steps, then I win. So everyone else is sweating trying to learn all this stuff. And I'm like, hey, I just need to make the product. And I did. I made the product. This is the fourth job. On the 27th job, I don't know how to just survive. Exactly, right? And so this happens to me most of my life. And then like, this is it. The goal isn't to become neurotypical, right? We're not trying to learn to be neurotypical. Nobody needs to learn to be neurotypical. We just need to know, hey, how can I reduce the steps and still get the same outcome as a neurotypical? Simple. And I just gave you the answer there, right? We just need to hack it. It's all about like, okay, well, how can I get it in a short amount of time? It's going to give me the same result. And it's dope. Like there's so many ways to this. So how do you actually build that life though, right? Because that is one of the biggest issues. Um, and I've been thinking about this a lot. This is like my life's goal is to help as many autistic individuals as possible. Diagnosed in 2022, age 56, and finding it difficult to adjust as I continuously or constantly, sorry. Oh, half the comments missed out. So, how did you do it? Well, I built this system, and you might have heard me talk about it. It's called the Bulletproof Brain, and this is what I call it. So I call it building the bulletproof brain, and I feel like it's this because it's not teaching you something; it's just giving you something. No, see, masking, and I'll talk about masking now. Masking is a good thing and a bad thing. You can mask in certain situations to help save your life. I wrote about it in my book, Autism for Adults. I don't know if you've come across my book or you read it, and I talk about how I masked in school. This is the book, Autism for Adults. I talk about how masking in school kind of saved my, I don't know, it saved my sanity when I was in school. But then unmasking is who I really am and how I was able to do the things that I do in life, right? And this is I created this that has the autistic adults bulletproof brain in 7 days. So basically, this is a um, 7-step kind of walkthrough of how to do it. It's not saying, "Hey, learn this." It's literally just like me talking to you on some videos and then some like PDFs that have like a step-by-step guide. You say, okay, well, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do that. This is it. This is the hack that you need. This is the tool you need. It's not something that I'm trying to teach you. I'm not saying you're going to learn all this. No, you don't need to learn anything. You just need to apply this when you need to, right? Kind of like when do I turn a flashlight on? Well, it's getting dark, so I'll turn it on. You don't have to learn how the flashlight works or how to make fire. You just use the tool, right? Simple stuff like that that we get too like involved in our own head. We're thinking, oh, we've got it wrong. We have to learn something else. We have to learn to be neurotypical. So, if it's okay with you guys, I could talk to you a little bit about how the bulletproof brain works a little bit and like what it looks like and how you can actually access it if you're interested. Because it's actually changed a lot of people's lives. How do you unmask? I'm a late diagnosed autism, and I actually talk about that right now. Okay, let me go through this. I'm unmasking myself. Looking as a child now in my 50s. Of course, I understand that now. No, no way. I would need to use masking. That is teaching masking. What? I'm very confused with the college guys. I'm sorry. But the autistic bulletproof brain in 7 days, right? And this is something that I used to do. This is something that I used to run on a daily basis, and now it's a do-it-yourself kind of like online thing. And typically, yeah, it was like $197, but I actually it's not a motivational course. This is specific life hacks tool belt, right? This is what I'm talking about. You just have access to it and you use it. You just look at it and you say, okay, I'm going to use this today, because I wanted accessibility for everybody. I want it to be genuine help, right? And so when you access the program, this is the kind of stuff that's in there, right? How to reduce task paralysis without forcing yourself harder, how to create routines that your brain can actually follow, how to stop burning out every few months, how to lower your overwhelm every day, how to create sensory safe systems in your house, how to build autistically friendly lifestyles, how to stop yourself with exhaustion, and how to work with your brain rather than against it, right? Which is what we were saying earlier. It's really interesting. So, and this is all you can get access to this instantly, actually, and I actually show you how to unmask. Like if it's interesting. I've actually checked this in here. So the bonus is, so if you access and enroll this program, you also get the this is really interesting, guys, and this is kind of life changing. So I have the accessibility cheat code bundle, which I usually charge $197 for just for these, right? But it's got all that stuff, you know, how to get your needs met without explaining everything to people if they don't understand you, how to get hired without stigma, even if employees see the autism as a weakness, right? Or how do you access life without barriers and accessibility if you feel invisible? How to manage demands and overwhelm, even if it's too much on your plate. This is exactly the thing. And I specifically did this, just like the example with the chemistry exam where I was like going through the different things. Not only that, I also do a personal one-to-one coach with you to set up a plan, which is usually I charge usually $97 for, which is completely free in this case. Um, Advocate Lifeline. This is interesting, guys. Okay, so I personally will call the school, your work, your gym, college, whatever, and advocate for you. Say you've got a problem, and you're like, I don't know how to communicate my needs to these people. I'll do it. I'll phone them for you. Dan from the Aspie World will pick up the phone and then phone those people and get that done for you. This is something that nobody will do, but I'll do it for you. And then the fourth bonus here, completely free again, is a reminders calendar. So literally, there's a file you get with it, and you can see it kind of here. This last one here, the 7-day calendar done for you, and you just drop it onto your phone or your Outlook calendar, your Google calendar, or your Apple calendar. Boom, and it populates everything. It just says, "Hey, remember to check this. Remember to check that." So dope. So just an overview of what you're getting. You're getting the full Bulletproof brain system, additional implementation frameworks, a done for you structured system, real autistic life systems, and then immediate lifetime access, right? So you get lifetime access for it. Now, if you want access to this, you get 50% off. You just go to theaspieworld.com/bulletproof and then use the code TAW50. That's it. And then you get lifetime access to the program. There's also a WhatsApp group. And you can see here in some of these frameworks, I've got these algorithms where you join and then you say, okay, if this happens, what happens next? If this happens, what happens next? And then also the WhatsApp group with other people who are in the program. Super, super awesome. I want to show you the website just so that you guys are aware of the what else this covers, because there's a lot in there. And I want to be able to show you everything. So let me just change this screen around so you can see this. So any questions on this program? The unmasking one is really interesting because like I I feel that pain, like the masking can be a downside for a lot of people. Okay, so again, if you want it for just $97, you get all of that. Like it's a no-brainer, right? You get a one-on-one coaching call with me. I will personally phone your school, college, gym, workplace, whatever, and advocate for you that problem that you need overcoming. I will sit down with you beforehand and have a one-to-one coaching call with you. And I usually charge $97 for these coaching calls. So this is super, super dope, very exclusive. The link is in the description of this video, by the way, if you want to just go in and book anyway. You get all of these extra books, right? You get hired without the stigma, right? I love this. There's so much in here, and you can get it all right now. And you get it with 50% off because I want to change as many lives as possible. And let's go, man. Access to an exclusive WhatsApp group. Love it. Okay, I'm going to hopefully, if I stop this now, I'm going to go and show you what the actual website looks like just so that we can Chrome tab. Here we go. Evidence. Social decoding the system. Now, how to be social without guessing. How to find clarity when you're confused, even when it feels impossible to navigate. How to finish what you start without losing focus. Oh my goodness, huge for my AuDHD peeps. How to stay concentrated when you're being crushed by critics, right? Or how to boost energy when you don't have any spoons left. How to build new friendships and keep them going. How to find motivation when you feel doomed. How to say no without losing friends. This is really interesting. This is all about unmasking. How to find real success without carrying the past rejections. How to build confidence without overthinking it, because a lot of people overthink confidence, right? And it's all in here, right? You could be motivated. Like I said, look at my life success. Like I've done a lot of stuff, won loads and loads and loads of awards, and it's this point onwards that I want you to just think about it as if this is my time, right? This is me. I want to go and do this now. How do you pretend masking is not pretending you are not angry or having an explosive? This comes from advocacy and the fact that the person. So, how can I explain this? Everybody who's masking will mask around people who we're not closely affiliated with as a close friend. Okay, because look, to be close to somebody, you need to be unmasked. To have acquaintances, people who are not your friends, then you have to be masked. But how do you pretend masking is not pretending? You are not angry or having explosive anger by pretending it's okay. This is the faking it, okay? And it's not really the best way. Honesty is the best policy. If I'm with somebody and they're really angry, I'll tell them straight. I say, hey, I'm stupidly angry right now and I need your help. I need you to give me some space. I need to get some space. Because the only way that anyone's ever going to respect you or understand you is if you're honest and direct. And that's pretty much it. So right now, guys, you can go to theaspieworld.com/bulletproof. Use the code TAW50 and get straight in it, enroll in the program. It's really, really good. And like I said, we have all of the bits and pieces here that's in it. You got exclusive life bonuses, me coaching you one-to-one, the advocacy lifeline. I will phone somebody for you and sort out a problem if you need me to. And the entire program, the Bulletproof Brain, this is cool because usually this is $197. You can get it right now for $97. And there is a WhatsApp group with other fellow autistic individuals who are in the program. It's amazing. This WhatsApp group is a 24/7 connected to me and my phone. This is actually on my phone right now. Let me show you. Look, this is on my phone right now. The Bulletproof Brain Boardroom. See, it's in here. We're talking right now. Look, there's us. We're in there. So if you want in this very exclusive opportunity and you connect to me on a more personal basis, and I'll advocate for you. Like this is crazy, crazy good. I love it. So if you guys want in, literally all you gotta do, go to theaspieworld.com/bulletproof and just sign up, man. Use that TAW50 code, and then you'll be good. Check out, you get this, you get 50% off. This is exclusive. Nobody else is getting this. And it's because we're on the live, do something really good for you. So, any questions about the program? Anybody want to ask me anything about it? One of the side, I don't know, like it's not a side quest of it, but one of my students who's in the Bulletproof Brain was having an issue with like he didn't know how to dress for confidence, right? He didn't know how to dress himself. Like he wanted to be like he wants to look a certain way, and he wasn't sure about it. He's like, how do I know what to or how to dress? And it's all in there. I even have this like a guide. This is really interesting. So how to dress with confidence without wasting money, even if fashion feels like overwhelm, which is huge. This is huge for autistic individuals, right? Like a lot of the time, we have no idea what we're going to wear, and I've managed to hack my way to doing this. These are all hacks. This is not teaching you something. This is just giving you the tools to do it, and you're like, I can do this. So this code, the TAW50 for this course, is only available one time. So if you want to use it, I would highly recommend doing it now because this will be turned off for this specific course very soon. So if you want in, theaspieworld.com/bulletproof, use the code TAW50, and I will see you inside the WhatsApp group. Any questions before this stream comes to an end? I'm 37, diagnosed circa 1993. I've been able to make a lot of progress recently, moved into my own place out of my parents' house. Awesome. Work a full-time job, but deal with being lonely, which sucks. Oh, 100%. This is hence why this, the Bulletproof Brain course comes with a lifetime access to the WhatsApp group because loneliness is such a pain. Like I myself suffer from loneliness. And so it's nice to have a group of people on the WhatsApp that I can be like, hey, we can talk, we can chat, it's a lifeline sometimes. And I think that's really important. I love all of the books that I've created. These are like one-time kind of like just one-page books that come with Bulletproof Brain, as well as the videos. Obviously, you can see the videos here. Then you got all these books, and these are all yours. You get to keep them forever, and then you get to be part of the Bulletproof boardroom, which is pretty amazing. But more importantly than that, it's like it's the simple ways of doing this. We, as autistic individuals, can get outcomes in life that we want. We just need to get less steps to take us there in the best way possible. And this is exactly what I'm giving you. I'm not asking you to learn something. I'm not asking you to get a new skill, acquire something. No, I'm just simply saying to you, if you join this, you win. And I think that's super interesting, very important. So, any questions on that right now? Before when I will be able, I very want to buy it. Cool. Well, there's no time like the present, right? And I get that. Depending on what country you're in, you can even pay for it over time. So I don't know if you know this, but any of my programs, you don't have to pay them all in one go. You can just spread it out over months or weeks or whatever you want. There's different payment plan options, and it's designed to help you. Hey, Sammy Long for 88 58. So it's all about helping you. Okay, so I want to make it easy. So it's not saying like you have to pay $197 all in one go. We have payment plans available, which is super good. And also, this specific program, if you are in the US, you can claim this back against your taxes as a uh, disability, like education, disability care. It's pretty cool. Fighting freedom. Thanks, man. Yeah, he's cute. Where is he? Archie. Oh my goodness. Archie. Doggy, doggy. The doggy says you should join the course because there are many pictures of the dog in the WhatsApp group. Yes. Oh, he's a good boy. So, yeah, go to the website, check it out. Like I said, it's not all in one go. You can pay for it over, months or weeks, whatever it suits you. And you got a discount code for 50% off. Can't get better than that, guys. So, if you want me to coach you personally and phone your work, your gym, your school, your college, even your friends if you want to, and discuss with them your needs so that you get those needs met, register today. All yours. All right, guys. I'm going to go. You only have this code or one-time use. Use it wisely, but you can use it with a payment plan because I love you. Okay. Any questions? Email me, theaspieworld@gmail.com. I can always assist. Okay, guys. Amazing stuff. I will see you tomorrow because I want to do this again for the whole week because I believe it's important to talk about this because not enough autistic individuals realize that they just need fewer steps. They don't need to learn skills, just fewer steps. All right, guys. Love you all. Peace.